Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Thursday night / Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. And it looks like we have on the world stage an attack. Israel and Iran are butting heads, and that has probably been what's caused Bitcoin to drop considerably. Let's go to the chart. So we have this pretty significant drop in Bitcoin since Wednesday morning. We're down, yeah, almost 6% and quite a bit more on Ethereum. So I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, it's been just trending down pretty hard since Wednesday morning. That could have been just a basic, dip, profit taking, whatever. And but again, with a clash like this, the markets can do anything. This is really more of what a TradFi market would respond to, but as we know, Bitcoin and the crypto markets do respond to world events as well. And so we think that's what's happening. Ethereum is down since late Wednesday morning. Yeah, almost 13%, just dip below, just dip below 2,500, which was support. We'll see if that holds. On the plus side, these dips are good entries for both day trades and swing trades. So we'll look at those shortly. Okay, any other questions or comments about the markets overall? I went through Twitter. I didn't see anything in the economic news that would shed light on this. So yeah, it must be the warmongering going on. All right. Well, let's look at Altcoin Alert and then a little later iCoinPro and see what we can do to find and track potentially profitable coins. So we'll start with Altcoin Alert. And I've got easy mode off, altcoin radar selected, got all the columns from which to sort. And I'll do a quick refresh to get the current information. And the powers that be have asked me to do a disclaimer. Did one last week. And this is how I use Altcoin Alert. How you use it is up to you. I use it to track coins for day trades and short-term swing trades uh, nearly every day, well, every weekday. So what I say is not financial advice and is not, necessarily supported or endorsed by Altcoin Alert or CryptNation or any of those affiliated groups. So do with this information what you will. And I've done my refresh and I'm sorting by AA score, looking for values 80 and higher. And got this Axle, don't know that one, but I do like Compound. I tried this with some frequency. It's at 78.6, which is pretty close to 80, close enough. Got the chart up here, and this is how I like to day trade. The setup I use, and um, how I like to enter trades. At the My layout is consists of the supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo, which is a free indicator. You can email me or text me in Slack group if you want a copy of this. I can send you a copy by copying this link, and then you can use the setup yourself if you want. Feel free to make changes as you see fit. The green zone is support. The red zone is is resistance. We are deep into the support area, and this may keep going down if these international troubles continue and or escalate. But these are still pretty good entries. I like to get in when this is the RTI, Relative Trend Index. When this indicator goes below the 20 and then comes back, dips below the 20 and comes back, dip and a retrace, my favorite entry position. And when that happens, that's when I like to usually make trades. I'll look at Bitcoin at the same time to see what the market's doing overall. And when those agree with each other, I like to take those trades. So at the moment, we have dipped below the 20, but not recovered yet. So if you don't want to stare at your computer all day, you can right click on the RTI, add an alert, choose crossing up on the trigger section, and the value be 20. Trigger once per bar close. Expiration, I'll leave this on until about 8 p.m. And message, it'll default to the message of the indicator. You can add a name to your alert. And I like to use the information source. In this case, it's the AA score. And since I've typed this a million times in the past, TradingView remembers it. So AA score purchase, notifications, notify in the app on my smartphone. Toast notifications going to be a pop-up on my laptop. Play sound also on my laptop. And for day trades, I usually choose 3 notes reverb or chirpy, but choose the one you like. Click create, and you should see a little dotted line there. Also, you'll see, you click on your alerts, it should be there. Now, if you're trading spot, this is the kind of alert you should set. If you're trading on derivatives exchange, I trade on a foreign exchange, and I trade both directions, both long and short, up and down. So I'm going to change my alert a little bit. Instead of crossing up, I'm going to be entering a channel. That's going to be 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And the rest will be the same. And then I'll get a rectangle. So this is not likely to happen today, but if the RTI were to shoot up above the 80 and then dip back down, that could be an indication for a short position. But what's more likely to happen is the RTI is going to come back up, break above the 20, and then I'll most likely enter a long position. And if you're trading spot, you would be as well. Okay, so that's comp as a day trade. I'm going to go over here to my swing trading layout, and I've got the same indicator, supply and demand visible range for support and resistance, red zone resistance, support the green zone. And on the 1 hour chart, we're kind of in the middle. Currently, we have the sell signal on the SuperTrend, which is the indicator I use to set alerts. And Trendilo LSMA, which is a moving average indicator. I use that for confirmation. So an example here on the short would be it's coming out of the red zone, the sell signal prints, and the Trendilo LSMA turns red. That would be an indication to make a short trade. Now, if you're trading spot, you're fairly new to this type of trading, then you want to set an alert and catch the next buy signal. So right click, add an alert on SuperTrend. You can choose direction change if you want to trade both ways. For those of you trading spot or you want to take a long, select the buy. Only once. Expiration, I'll probably leave this on till, I don't know, 10 p.m., 10:30. Message, AA score. Notifications, I usually choose a different sound. Go with handbell. Click create. And that should show up over here with my other alert. So what's likely to happen is this will come back around. SuperTrend will identify the trend changing, and you get in maybe around here, and to get back to the red zone, 12% in like less than 2 days. That's pretty good pretty good swing trade. I like 10 to 15% of my swing trades. I usually do those on Coinbase and spot trades. Where on day trading, I tend to do those on foreign exchanges, trading both directions, long and short. Okay, any questions on comp as a day trade or swing trade? All right, then I might move a little faster through some of these others. And let's go back to Altcoin Alert and we'll look through some other sorts. That was an AA score. What I find gets even more options to look at is the social activity sort. I match that up with trading activity. It's like this one, I got fire and a thumbs up. So that's a pretty close match. Here it is again, fire and thumbs up on ENS, which is one I like to trade. ACH, fire and fire on Raven Coin, which is one I like. Theta, 1 inch, IOST. So there's some to choose from here. Let's look at ENS. We haven't looked at that one in a while. So I'm gonna go here to I also keep a watch list of coins I like to trade. So you can click on, got ENS here on my watch list. I'm on the RTI at the moment. And it looks like what we just saw with comp, it's dipped below the 20. It has not broken back up above yet. So we have the dip, but we don't have the retrace yet. So again, you can right click on the RTI. If you're trading spot, you want to cross up on the 20 for both directions and enter a channel. 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Once per bar close. Keep this open till 8 o'clock. And this is social activity sort. And notifications. I'll go with 3 notes reverb. Click create. And then there's my rectangle. So if it breaks back up on the 20, I'll be alerted to that. And I can look at that and the market overall to see if that's a trade I want to take. All right, so that's the RTI, the day trading layout. On the swing trade, pretty deep drop. And this one you could just set an alert on the super trend to catch the next buy signal. It's probably going to be around here somewhere. And then your retrace is over 20% in less than 2 days. That's a great swing trade. So yeah, set that alert and super trend, buy signal. Only once is usually sufficient. Social activity sort, notification, handbell, or whatever you want to choose, and you're good to go. All right, any questions on ENS? Ethereum name service, I think that one is. All right. So let's go to Elder or short-term sentiment. And I usually match that up with Elder Impulse hourly. We've only got 5 bullish on the elder impulse. So I've got no matches with the sentiment. So that's disappointing. No matches between the impulse and the sentiment on the short term. We'll probably get a few on the long term. Just I tend to use more. You've got 27 bullish on the elder impulse daily. Long-term sentiment is what people are talking about online, and elder impulse daily is technical indicators. So when these two match, that's usually worthy of further investigation. And we got a match here. Harry Potter, whatever that is. But not really seeing much. So the sentiment searches are not being useful. That's rare. Usually find a couple using the sentiment searches, but matched up with the elder impulse. So the better searches for today appear to be the social activity and trading activity. So I think I'll do one more of these, give us something to look for. And I think we saw Raven coin earlier. Yeah, fire on both. This one's been moving lately. So let's check out Raven coin. See, is this one on Coinbase? I think it is. On Binance US. This project's been around for a while. Doesn't appear to be on Coinbase. Let's go back to the Binance chart. Okay, so this one is dipped as well, but it's got a couple green candles here in the green zone. So it's showing some sign of recovery. We haven't gotten there yet, but it is on the way. And what I haven't talked about yet are potential take profits on these day trades. So let's say this breaks above the 20 and you get in. So you get in around here. You could take this at 6%. It's a great day trade. And you can see multiple touches here, multiple signs of resistance between about 6 and 7%. And then to the bottom of the red zone, it's about just under 10%. Again, another really good day trade, potential take profit. So what you can do on your exchange is wait till you get the signal and then set your take profit at one of those areas, either here at 0.0218 or up here 0.02303, and choose those as your take profit. And if you hit that, that's a successful trade. If you hit that and it keeps going, you don't care, you planned your trade and it worked. So that's what matters. All right, so let's do our alert. Right click on the RTI. Um, Crossing up if you're trading on spot. Entering a channel if you're trading both directions. Once per bar close. And leave that on until about 8 o'clock. Custom name. So social activity sort, I believe. Notifications. Reverb. Click create. And I'll have my rectangle here. And it'll show up here my alerts for Raven coin. All right, we'll go over to our swing trade on the 1 hour chart. Okay, this looks different than the others we've looked at. We are in just bouncing off the red zone. So it's not really good for a spot trade. It's about 10%, 11% to the bottom. So if you want to catch the next buy signal, probably be around here somewhere. Uh, this is one where I want to look at the later time frames, see if those look better. And we're at the top of the 4-hour time frame. Same for the 8-hour day chart. Um, yeah, I mean that's a 40% move, but it's 180 days, so I don't like that. I don't like any of the I don't like any of these setups on Raven Coin as a swing trade. I like the day trade setup we looked at, but I'm going to pass on this as a swing. And I think the others we looked at before this are better setups for swing trades, but I do like Raven as a day trade. All right, any questions on Raven Coin as a day trade or a swing trade? Okay, any questions on Altcoin Alert in general, or any coins you guys want to look at? Okay. Very well, then we will move on to iCoinPro. iCoinPro is where I partially learned how to day trade, and it's got some tools that are helpful in tracking coins throughout the day. I don't think it's really a competitor of Altcoin Alert. Um, so let's look at iCoinPro. Got the Buddy Coin Crawler tool up. I'm sorting by average low to SMA. So I'm looking for values usually above 4%. Because as a day trader on leverage, I'm looking for about a 1.5% move and I'm at 10x leverage. So that's 15% profit for me. And I like it. If you're on spot, you may want to look for a little bit bigger moves, maybe 2% to 5% or 5% to 10%. It's up to you. Um, but it's important to look at support and resistance and take that into consideration when you determine your take profits. Okay, I have noticed lately on this tool, it's using a lot of obscure um, projects and or meme coins. So it's been harder for me to find coins to track using this. Do I have Uniswap here at 8%? That's one I like to trade. Sonic, Tia, ENA. There's a few here worth following. Maker. These are coins I've traded in the past. Arbitrum, Sushi. So let's go to Uniswap. And you can select this drop down menu and choose a chart upon which to look or an exchange upon which to connect. But I'm just going to go over here and scroll on down to Uniswap on my watch list. Go over to the day trade layout. And we've got a green candle pending on our 15-minute chart. So it looks like it's starting to come back. I want to set an alert on the RTI. I'll just do the one the swing trade or the spot traders would do. I'll do crossing up on the 20. once per bar close till 8 p.m. Message, buddy coin crawler. Notification. Go with go chirpy. And there it is. There's a dotted line right there. And the alert should show up here in my list. Yeah. All right, let's go over to the swing trade. And on the 1 hour chart, it's diving pretty hard. No indication yet of a recovery. But theoretically, if we got in right about here, it's 15%. The bottom of the red zone recovery. It's a take profit. So that's a really good swing trade. If it takes the same amount of time, it'd be 2 days. So 17% in 2 days is really good. Just right click on the SuperTrend, select buy. May not turn it off, just leave it on. And that was Buddy Coin Crawler. Handbell. And you're good to go. And that alert is there on Uniswap. Any questions on Uniswap as a day or swing trade? Well, we're kind of zipping along here, folks. I'll do one more from Buddy Coin Crawler. And I want to look at TIA. Yeah, let's look at TIA. Had a good swing trade with this earlier in the year. I believe it's on Coinbase. It is. And yeah, dip below the 20. Has not recovered yet. Green candle pending. So add an alert on the RTI. Let's go crossing up. 20. Let's leave it on only once. Buddy Coin Crawler is my name. And move that over to 3 notes reverb. Actually, we'll make it chirpy since it's coming from iCoinPro. Click create. And there's my dotted line. When it breaks above 20, I'll be good to go. So that's the day trade layout. Go over to the 1 hour for the swing trade. I don't see any evidence of recovery yet for this one. So theoretically, let's say this comes back, you get the green super trend signal right about here. Back to the red zone, 14% in less than 2 days. It's a really good swing trade. So right click on the super trend, set that alert. Buy. And we are good to go on our alert. Yeah, TIA as both a stay and a swing trade. Okay, any questions on this one? All right, you guys are being quiet again tonight. Any coins you want to look at or other issues to discuss before we wrap it up? All right, then we'll wrap it up here. Remember, this is only how I use Altcoin Alert and iCoinPro. This is not, the Zoom call is not endorsed by either organization. If you are watching on the recording, I'd rather see you live, but please check out the opportunities listed in the pinned comment to help fund the channel. And I'll let you go for now. I should be back Monday night. You guys have a good trading week. Bye.